Well, hello, my pickles, my turtles, my snowflakes, my keto community. How long did that take? That was a 7-second introduction without even saying my name. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. And today it's under 20. It's 19.7. And it's the big green egg day, which means cauliflower crumbles, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, and a big old fatty ribeye steak that's grass-fed from Colorado. Does it get better than that? If it does, I'll memo you. Anyway, here's my semi-suggestion. Now, you've seen a lot of challenges that have come up to get people through the holidays. I think that's kind of fun. I don't know how realistic it might end up being, but it's a good idea, right? Mine is a little bit different. It's back to basics. It's, with all the flurry of everything that's going on, how about back to basics? If you're new to keto, then you're probably going, why did I even start this the first week of December? Am I cray-cray or what? Whew. Okay. To me, there's a bunch of steps to all of this. Step one is making a decision that I'm going to go keto. That's it. Just the decision. It means that with the subset, a little a under the big A, I'm going to stop eating crap. Today, or tomorrow morning, whatever day is your launch. Not December 26th, silly. Like, in a couple of days. So you made the decision you're going to go keto. You've researched it, maybe for a day, maybe for months. Maybe you're just sick and tired of looking at your body, feeling disgusted, feeling bloated, feeling like, all of this. You've watched a few podcasts. You've seen that, wow, even an older woman can do this? And she told us her weight? And I haven't seen that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, you've decided you're going to go keto. No charts, no graphs, none of that. Let's not get crazy, okay? Let's keep it simple, because if you keep it simple, it's like what they say about exercise. It doesn't matter what you do, it's that you do it, right? But we know that food is probably 80 to 90% of a weight loss program, if that's why you're here. If that's not why you're here, and you're here to help you with some medical issues that could get worse without doing something about it, food, keto food, is a great cure to the standard American diet. And for a lot of us, the weight loss is just an added bonus. It feels good to feel better. It feels good to get solid, wonderful, deep, deep sleep. Nothing like it. Okay, so you've made the decision. That means crapola goes out. Now, I don't know if you are feeling confident and you want to just fill that green trash bag with all the standard American items, put other people's food in different places, maybe behind cabinet doors, or maybe your stuff is one nice cabinet where it's all yours and that's the only place that you can see anymore. The rest you're squinting through, right? So, you've made the decision. Maybe you've done a little kitchen purge, a fridge purge, freezer can wait. You've even gone to the store, you've bought Evu, you've bought avocado oil, you've bought coconut oil, you've bought heavy whipping cream, maybe some nut milks that have like 30 calories and 1 gram of protein, things like that. You've bought maybe a couple of packages of grass-fed ground beef, some bacon, some good pasture-raised eggs, some Kerrygold butter, maybe even some good cultured cottage cheese. And some veggies, maybe some tubs of organic baby leaf lettuces that you can add your oil to. So you're taking care of yourself in a few ways. One, you're getting a shelf in the fridge, you're getting maybe a cabinet that's just all yours. You're doing the prep work. It could be day one of your keto, because probably you could get up and have eggs and bacon, and then you'd be all set. So then you could go to the store. Now your body's going to be detoxing and jonesing, right? Your body is used to sugar, used to flour, used to all those chemicals. I mean, I had to give up Coffee Mate, and I thought I would never give up Coffee Mate. I thought you'd have to kill me before I could give up my Italian sweet cream. Well, nobody killed me, and I gave it up. So I lasted. Maybe getting some Poland Springs or some bubbly water instead of the diet soda, because that could stall things. And you don't want to be stalled, do you? No. You want that nice little whoosh that happens at the beginning as your cells say, okay, the grains are gone, we're going to release the water, and you have that whoosh of weight loss. And you want to keep it off, right? So it's kind of like that little gift, that little incentive. And so now that you've decided you're going to do keto, so you've done some prep around the kitchen, around your foods, around the cabinets, but now you need to do things like read articles, read books, watch podcasts. Commit yourself to committing yourself, and not in the cuckoo way, just that you're going to do the keto. And you understand it's a long process. It's an education. It's a way of eating. It's a way of life. You're not going to get what somebody that's been doing keto a couple of years has. I can't hand you what works for me on day one. You've got to experiment. You might have the keto flu. That means more salt added to your water, more electrolytes. What's an electrolyte? Well, you can buy packages of it. You can even drink some of the smart waters that are out there that have magnesium and potassium. You can take supplements if you want to. Green leafy salad loaded with potassium. Potassium is a very elusive electrolyte. You can find a lot more magnesium, and your body requires a whole lot less. Magnesium is good for constipation. Some people that start keto have no problem transitioning. Other people say, oh, they'd say, holy hint, oh, this isn't fun. And it all takes care of itself. Trust me. Make sure you get enough liquids. Not so much that you're peeing expensive supplements, but enough to keep things flowing, don't you know? So you're going to go easy on yourself. This is not about going onto Pinterest and printing 450 keto-fying recipes. No, we're going to keep it simple. A burger, a grass-fed patty, maybe with a slice of cheese. No American cheese. That's not even cheese. It's a processed food. We'll get into labels at another time. That's CRAP, just in case that's the only cheese you know. Buy something that's not as strong as like a Vermont cheddar. Buy like a Munster, maybe a mozzarella, maybe a Gouda, maybe a Havarti. Those things go very nice on top of a burger. Oh, you want to get some avocados too. And because they've got a lot of potassium and the good oils, and they're just good. You're going to keep it simple. You're going to have a green leafy. You can just add your oil to the top of it. I weigh and measure everything. I count my lettuce greens by the gram. I do my salad dressing with a tablespoon. I use avocado oil, macadamia nut oil, walnut nut oil, extra virgin olive oil, but I measure it, and I count 2 tablespoons. And I also have watercress, raw watercress. It is as nutritious as kale, but it's not as tough on the tum-tum. And I mix that in as well. And some baby spinach. I've got some baby organic spinach. And if you're buying spinach, only buy the organic, because otherwise it's really sprayed with stuff. And I can't picture you washing each leaf of lettuce and patting it dry. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to do simple things like that. Maybe you want more veggies. Maybe you're not comfy with just a great big salad, big A salad. You're going to hard-boil some eggs. Those things are good to have around too. So you're going to expect your body to be screaming, going through changes, maybe triggers and cravings, and just try as heck not to have them. Okay? If you've made your space in your kitchen for your own goodies, you're not going to be diving back into things that you used to have. And I don't recommend cheating, because it's going to throw stuff off. Think of yourself like an alcoholic has to think. An alcoholic can't have alcohol as they're going through the withdrawal of alcohol. A sugar addict can't have sugar as they're going through the withdrawal of sugar, right? So you got to get used to it's going to hurt. There's going to be a few days of it. You might be miserable. You might be hangry. Getting the hang of it, but keeping it simple really, really helps. We're not talking keto-fying things with breads and cookies and waffles and pancakes and breads and all that kind of American CRAP done keto way. It's no. Bacon. Did I say bacon? You're going to want to have bacon. So if you've got bacon and eggs and sausage and cheese, that could be the first meal of the day. And Dr. Berg says if you're used to having 3 meals and 3 snacks and nighttime eating, cut out all the surrounding stuff and just go to 3 meals. I know for me, if I'm hangry / hungry, fidgety, whatever, it is oil. It is a fat that's going to carry me, getting enough in a meal to carry me to the next. I know my hungry time. My hungry time is between meals, okay? My first meal of the day is noon. My second meal of the day is 3. Maybe this is too compressed for you. Maybe you can't even imagine waiting until noon. So just do 3 meals a day. No snacks, no nighttime eating, not substituting, instead of having the microwave popcorn or some other snacky snack, having, carrot sticks and celery sticks. The nighttime eating is probably a habit. In fact, I would probably guarantee you're not hungry after dinner. You've got a habit going there, right? Like the person that has to have the cigarette after they eat, whether they want it or not. It's part of their habitual routine. So you're going to want to develop new routines. It's very overwhelming. It's very confusing. And that's why I'm saying food-wise, keep it simple. So if you did something like bacon and eggs with cheese for your first meal, your second meal is like ham and cheese roll-ups with a couple of pickles. Simple, hard-boiled eggs, same thing. You get to dinner, you have a chicken thigh, you have, a hamburger patty that's grass-fed, you have a pork chop. I fry mine in coconut oil. Oh my God, they're divine. Maybe it's a hot dog. Maybe it's a sausage. Maybe it's a piece of steak. Maybe it's some fish. Then you take your salad lettuces and you mix them together. Some people add nuts. Some people add a hard-boiled egg. Some people add bacon. That would be me. That's my hand up. To their salads, and then they add whatever they want. Be careful of commercial dressings. They're filled with CRAP. And if you don't think they are, read the back of the label and see how many ingredients, and they're mostly chemicals. So whatever extra virgin olive oil they advertise on the front, believe me, it's minuscule. You're going to see soybean oil. You're going to see canola oil. Those are not healthy oils, nor is vegetable oil. Those are not healthy oils. So steer clear. Avocado oil, coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, macadamia nut oil, walnut oil, flaxseed oil, things like that. So there's another area that you can study up on, the healthy oils. If you're like me, I do better watching podcasts. Either a person that I like and believe in, like a doctor, or somebody that has a podcast that's good, or the podcast with peers. And they've got a title, like How to Stop Binging, or What are Healthy Fats, or What do I do about inflammation, or How do I handle bloating, or electrolytes, things like that. So educating yourself, a couple of podcasts each day, it layers on. Trust me, it layers, it layers, it layers. And pretty soon, you're actually understanding what you're reading or listening to. And, all of a sudden, you'll see NSV written, or somebody will be talking about it. And when you didn't know what it was, now you do. It's a non-scale victory. Like your jeans fit better. Like you're not constipated. Like you took your measurements and you've lost a couple of inches. Like you slept through the night for the first time without a sleeping aid. Non-scale victory. Or you catch somebody looking at you for the first time. in a way like that. Non-scale victory. Those things are fun. The scale is not your friend. Just know that. We have a few people that pipe in here every day, and the scales are not their friends either. And so if you can stand it, put that scale, especially if you're in a cold climate, put that scale in your trunk. The junk in the trunk. Put the scale in the trunk and weigh yourself once a week, bare naked, same day of the week. Write it down. I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 years. Write it down and forget about it. It's over there. It's logged. It's not going to ruin your life. It's not going to make you suicidal. You are merely using one of the instruments. The only scale that I really want you to use is the kitchen scale. I use grams as opposed to ounces because I get very slippery with ounces. It's too big of a portion. So I weigh my nuts. Oh, doesn't that sound funny? I weigh my butter. I weigh my coconut oil. I weigh my, what else do I weigh? Because I use the tablespoon for my oils. I weigh, my heavy cream, heavy whipping cream. So I weigh all those things, and I do it by way of grams. My cheeses. And I just do those sort of things just to start getting me be accountable. And I track. Find a tracker. A lot of people use MyFitnessPal. Some people use Spark People. Some people are still doing Weight Watchers, but they watch this channel because of the accountability factor. I use the chronometer or the chronometer. There's a free one, but I upgraded to the Golden Apple for $35.99 a year. And it gives me all my macros. It tells me how much fat I'm having, how much protein I'm having, how many carbohydrates I'm having. And if you don't even know what a carbohydrate is and you've been eating the standard American diet, believe me, that's the part that's going to hurt. Ideally, for the keto diet, you're going to have 20 carbs or fewer every day. If that whole thing scares you, start lowering it down. Do 75 the first week, then lower it to like 60, and then lower it to 50, then lower it to 40, or however you can do it. You don't need to shock your body. The keto food plan is not something that deprives you. You will be able to have fats, you will be able to have butter, you will be able to have meat. It is the most wonderful food plan ever. And if you're from my generation, you're able to eat all the things that they said you couldn't. What do you mean? I can have a fatty chuck roast? I can put butter on it? I can have broccoli with butter? I can have olive oil on my salad dressing and not 2 tablespoons of hideous 30 calories and 2 tablespoons chemicals? Yes. This is the most satiating, non-depriving food program you'll ever be on. And you'll be happy. Because most keto people are happy. Allow for the adjustment. It's new to you. If you're around my age and this is your first time to keto, you've had decades of eating standard American diet garbage. So, give yourself a break. That's a lot of miles into those woods. And so to get out there in the clear, in the clean, crisp air of the keto world, it's going to take a while. And you might not be happy at first, but that's okay. You will be one day. And it will come pretty soon. The stricter you are, the faster it will probably come. Just have enough fluids and electrolytes. And instead of me talking more about electrolytes, Google and find some supplements in the store. Get your green leafies going. Make them organic. Stuff like that. So, I've gone on and on and on long enough. I just wanted to talk basics because we're talking about the first week of December and a lot of damage can go down. So, the basics of keto. I listed a few. There's more to find out. If you have a question, I say put it in the top of the YouTube search, like electrolytes, like intermittent fasting, what is that? Things like that. And then treat yourself to somebody's video where you learn a little bit more and a little bit more. When in doubt, you can always ask me. I answer every darn comment, unless they're a troll. If they're a troll, I let them hang out there and with their way and let the other people enjoy the trolldom, because it exists. So have a wonderful day, my keto community. Thanks so much for listening. I know, it's a 2-cup kind of video, isn't it? Wow, that's fun. And I didn't have anything. See you the next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.